Welcome to DIY RC Garage. So I've been working on this truck for quite some time now, off and on, and I got it pretty much done here, so I thought I'd do a quick little review of it and show everybody what's been going on and how it's turned out, and some of the mistakes and some of the great things about building your own unit right from the ground up, scratch. So we'll start with the body. So as you can see, it's a RC 4-wheel drive TF2 body. Mistake I made on this one is I bought it piece by piece by piece, which was not cost effective. Definitely buy the complete body set and go from there. As you can tell, it's got the custom blue and white paint job from the 80s. The front bumper, roll bar, and rear bumper are all custom fab aluminum bumpers that have been welded together and installed. Same with the side step hoops, so not too shabby. Light bar, bought that on the internet and took it apart and added it to the light bar. And as you notice, I got a driver inside, happens to be John Wick. So if we pull the body off, so now you can see that she's pretty busy underneath. This unit here, we'll start at the very bottom. Found these axles. They're actually cable locking differentials, which was pretty cool. So I picked those up, and they're definitely some work to install. Went with leaf spring suspension. The chassis, of course, is 3/16 aluminum flat bar, been cut and shaped and everything and drilled. Modeled it after kind of SCX10 RC 4-wheel drive sort of setup. We've got the center transmission and whatnot from an SCX10. Everything else is pretty much custom made. Battery holders is bent flat aluminum. The winch, of course, is tucked in the front, right behind the grill, right behind the bumper. The servo is a steel gear servo that I picked up on the internet. And then, of course, these here are shifting servos, one for the front cable locker, one for the rear cable locker, and then magnetic mount body. It's been quite a bit of work. There's lots of geometry work involved to get the leaf spring suspension to work, and lots of interference, like the rear shock towers. They interfered with the low bed, and I wasn't willing to cut the bed, so I saw this on the internet. Some guy had used a cantilever setup for shocks, so I mimicked that, and it seems to work pretty good so far. And it fits underneath the bed floor real nice. I did front wheel arches. Actually carved those out of wood and then just vacuum molded them, which worked out pretty well for the first set that I've ever done. We'll see how they stand up to rocks and cold and whatnot. And then, yeah, that's pretty much the whole deal. Other problems I had, of course, as you can see, I've had to chop that off, is that interference with the floor in the truck. I wasn't willing to cut the floor, so I nipped it around and shifted it back a little bit so that it fit just in the space behind the seat in the front of the back of the box cab. And then just kept trying to tuck everything in. The receiver box, I ended up doing a custom receiver box because I needed to shrink it down to get it in to this area and allow for the controller for the winch to get in beside it. Done that a few times actually. There's about 3 or 4 of those receiver boxes kicking around that are half built and didn't work out. For the most part, it was a really fun build. Things that I would do different, like I said, I would buy the whole body set versus buying it piece by piece. You'd think it would all fit together real nice, but it really didn't. The dash didn't quite fit with the windshield, and the windshield didn't quite fit with the roof, and so it's definitely a good thing to buy the whole unit. Other than that, yeah, that's kind of my build. I haven't run it yet. It's still pretty much untested. It goes forward and it goes reverse, and it doesn't dog tracks, so there's a win all on its own. As for capability and flex, it's pretty stiff, so I'm gonna get it out on the trail to see. That's about all the flex I've got. See how how I'm going to adjust that. I've done no suspension modifications like the TF2. There's all those reverse shackles and all those other things that create flex in your truck. I haven't done any of that at all. Going to see how it runs as a stock unit and then see what a person needs to change at that point. But that's about it. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and there should be more to come. I've got a couple other projects on the go here. We'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.